welcome back to Nerds with Dice. I'm Mary, your resident nerd on wheels, and I'm so excited for this evening. We are in a part of the All Hallows, All Dice Halloween showcase. We are super excited tonight to be playing a game of Vaesen. Specifically, our one shot is called Whales over Dromelin Castle. Uh, this is going to be a night of horror, excitement, and with that does come with some content warnings. So, our content warnings for the night uh, will include death, dying, grief, ghosts, psychological horror, gothic horror, mature themes, light real world religious elements. If this is something that would be not the best thing for you to watch, that is okay. We have so many other fun one shots that you can go watch the VODs of or coming up in the next couple days. But without further ado, uh, I would like to quick introduce our players, and we're going to start out with Rose.
Oh, geez. Yay, I'm the first. Ah. So hi, I am Rose Blossom, or just Rose for short. I am playing Diron Kennedy. I'm an aspiring voice actor and writer, and I also like to dabble in TTRPG stuff. You can find me over on Blue Sky and YouTube at Rose Blossom 2468.
I'm next. Hi, everybody. My name is Merm. I use they, she pronouns. Um, I'm going to be playing Bertha today. Big Bertha. Um, yeah, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Bertha's a mystery.
Hi, I'm Vivi, and tonight I'm gonna be playing Vena, a former officer, now academic.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Crimson. Tonight I am going to be playing Violet. Violet Eklund. She had a home and a family that she loved very deeply. And one day she was called to the woods. And as she entered the woods and she came out the other side, uh, the town she found herself in, no one had ever heard of the village that she came from. The further she goes, the more she talks to people about her home. No one knows what she's talking about. I can be found on here on Twitch and Blue Sky at Crimson Soul underscore or at Crimson Soul dot Blue Sky dot social. And yeah, this is my second AP altogether.
Super exciting. If you want to see more about what we do on Nerds with Dice, throughout the chat, you'll see links posted for our merch, YouTube, and Discord, especially if you'd like to get in on the actual play fun. They will be posted throughout the chat. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Tonight we are playing a game that is called Vaesen. It is made by Freely Publishing, and it is a D6 dice pool system that brings into question what would happen if our world mixed with the world of mythology. In this game, expect the unexpected because now, your next door neighbor, while you may not be able to see them, might be a river troll. Or if you hear strange sounds of crying near the river, it might just be La Llorona waiting, beckoning you towards the riverbanks. This is a world of danger, a world where creatures, while some are kind and wanting to help, humans cannot always see the damage that they do. And that's where Thursday's children come in. People with the sight, the ability to see the unseen, as most Vaesen, for their safety, remain hidden, almost camouflaged to the naked eye. Only those with run ins with Vaesen can actually truly see them for who they are. Our players tonight are all people working for a organization known as the Society. The society is a group across the entire world devoted to helping people live side by side with Vaesen. Oftentimes, miscommunications can happen, and if you can't really see the problem, many mistakes can happen, feelings can be hurt, and that is when danger occurs. It's up to the people of the society to figure out what is causing these problems, figure out some sort of mediation, and if it's actually human doing or Vesen that uh, sometimes not all Vesen are willing to work with humans side by side. It's up to the society members to solve it. Uh, Specifically, we currently are in Ireland, and the current society governing Ireland is the Apollonian Society, stationed out of London, England. The society, surprisingly, has been able to survive for a very long time, uh, unlike the society based out of Sweden that had a large massacre happen between society members. Because of this danger, the society likes to keep things hush hush. If they don't know about us, it's hard to do any kind of witch trial of sorts. People are still terrified of magic and the idea of it, even though magic, for the most part, usually is science. But it's important to keep the information that you can see things that others can't on the down low. At least that's what the Apollonian Society believes. There are many others that don't believe that. But our story begins as a stagecoach rolls into a large castle. Going across the bridge, it's kind of bumpy, and you can hear the clatter of old wood, of horseshoes, and whispers kind of going about as a bunch of newcomers are now sent to help solve a problem. We're going to start in introduction order as the four of you are arriving in Dromelin Castle, located in Ireland. This castle is very famous as it was once the castle of the last king of Ireland. The O'Brien family currently own it, and they are the Barons of Inchiquin, uh, a royal family of sorts, more noble than royal, but they do have their ancestry tied to the ancient kings of Ireland. You've all been tasked with finding out what is plaguing the castle and why wails are heard at the darkest moment of the night. So, Rose, would you please describe your character as you are in the chariot, or not chariot, but uh, the co- the wagon coach driving into the castle grounds?
All right. So Diron is would probably be sitting like nearest the door so that she can look out and at the what she's looking at, and probably not anyone else. Because why would I do that? Don't look at people. Um, she is wearing a black hooded cloak and a dark blue sort of simple looking like dress and work boots. Very practical. And her face is actually obscured by what appears to be a lizard like skull, but obviously it's much too big. Um, though you even despite the size, you can see there is a bit of scarring along her neck. It looks like kind of like as if like something not good was splashed on it to it. And yeah.
Dear, it's strange. As soon as you enter the castle grounds, it's almost like the air shifts. It feels heavy here. there's a lot of memories, a lot of events that have occurred, and just like crossing through the threshold, it just feels like almost like that you are pulled through a wall, um, like swimming through gravity. As the camera shifts, we then move over to Merm. What is Bertha doing?
Bertha is actually sitting at the front of the carriage with the driver. Bertha doesn't like small spaces. Bertha is also a very, very large woman, standing at like solid 6 feet tall. Um, they are a former emergency doctor at a hospital. So they were constantly, throwing patients onto tables and, doing the meticulous work of that. But now there isn't much to do in the Irish countryside in comparison to a bustling hospital. So whenever someone is new that Bertha meets, Bertha is just kind of asking, like, okay, so what is wrong with you? To the driver of the carriage. Can I help you in any way? Like, I'm a doctor and I'm happy to help.
Oh, I am sorry, love. I just am currently trying to get in and get out before nightfall. You have to understand it's been a little daunting living here.
I
Currently, out living with my sister until you folks can figure out what's going on.
I completely understand. Is there anything I can give you to take home to your sister? I'm I need to do something. That isn't looking at the rolling fields that honestly are boring after a few hours.
Oh, goodness me. Well, I guess you could. My sister has a hard time sleeping at times, especially with the whales. I mean, you can even hear it over at the
Oh.
her farmstead over yonder. And he kind of like points into a direction, and you see uh, where these rolling hills are. You see some like desolate farmland, currently still recovering from the Great Famine, and a small little farmhouse off to the side of the castle.
Oh, yeah, of course. I will prepare just a little tonic that they can just take quick sips every night right before going to bed.
That
And then gets to work like opening up the doctor bag and putting some stuff together.
you put things together, and very similarly to what Deeren felt, uh, you feel that like wash over you, but it's strange. You've only felt this feeling before, and it was almost before a certain night where everything went wrong.
Mm,
That feeling of like pins and needles, like
mm.
the hair on the back of your neck just like stands on end, and you have a feeling that this is a night of a precipice of decisions.
Um, Question for the driver, obviously. Um, does that happen every time you come to this castle?
What are you talking about?
You know that feeling that you get when you're in a fight with somebody and then they just miss. But it's that
Oh,
like, that air and that like hostility. Do you feel that when you, you know,
uh,
come home? I don't know.
I, yes, it just depends. Depends how long I've spent here. The
Oh,
longer you spend here, it almost feels as though echoes of the past almost reverberate off of you.
the past, huh? All
What
right.
has happened here?
Yeah,
And
and I here's the tonic to try to just like end the conversation.
he takes it and thanks you, and gives you what looks like a strange medallion.
Oh.
It has the symbol of a Triskelion, which is basically a combination of three spirals all kind of feeding into each other, and
Mhm.
almost creates the shape of a triangle with how all the spirals end up at each of the corners. Uh, and it's on a very leather band of sorts,
Mhm.
a leather necklace. And he hands it to you and says, "There's a lot that has happened here, and I don't think that they'll let our wonderful lady rest. Maybe this'll help."
Yeah. Yeah.
Superstition.
Superstition is okay with me. And then I tuck it into my pocket.
As you tuck it into your pocket, the camera shifts again over to Venna. What is Venna doing?
Well, as Vanna is getting out of their cart, their convenient, whatever brought them, what I mean, the wagon, she will step down and she not only has, the normal luggage, but she also has like a rolling case with her. So she steps out and she's wearing a very kind of like old school, older and well mended, like upper class dress, back ramrod straight. It's very utilitarian with straight lines, almost reminds you of a uniform. And behind her, she drags like a little, almost like a suitcase, and that's where she keeps, her book collection with the encyclopedias that they've been trying to put together at the Vesens, and what to do and how it works, and all her notes. And she will look around. Well, certainly feels like we're in the right place. You feel that, Bertha?
Yeah. Feel the cold?
The tension.
Oh.
The cold, yes, always in the bones, but the
Always.
tension.
Yes, yes. Okay. Sorry. Trying to get into okay, I'm good. Whatever.
That's okay, Bertha. We're all tired. And then she'll move out of the way so that our last companion can get out of, the wagon.
Uh, you also feel that hit of energy, and more so, you feel almost similarly with the echoes of that past, that reverberation, but um, there's great sorrow stemming from a place further into the castle. It almost like feels like you're drawn towards it in a way. Um, the camera then shifts to the our final investigator, Violet. What are you doing in the coach?
Uh, so do I have my dog with me? Cool. So
Absolutely.
just making sure. I am Violet is just kind of looking out the window like wistfully, just staring at the hills, staring out at the night. She's like running her thumb over the spot on her index finger on her ring finger where her ring would be. She set it down before she left, and so she just kind of like nervously fidgets there whenever she's just uh idly thinking or whenever her mind is wandering. She's taking in the night and she's just kind of petting her dog. But mostly just kind of like enjoying the quiet for the moment. It's she's not having to walk, which is great. There's been a lot of walking.
It's surprisingly peaceful, especially the trip here. The railroad ride wasn't too bad, and then getting to sit for the coach ride all the way out here. Um, but similarly, where it's strange. It's almost like you felt this before wandering through forests when you happened upon the area that you're in now. It almost feels as though you've entered somewhere else, another place, another time. Uh, your dog, as that you hit that feeling, it begins to kind of look at you, tail wagging, and begins kind of like staring over out the window, and like just almost when animals have their eyes trained on something, it
Mhm.
seems like they've spotted something and have not like like full pointer mode is the dog, like little hand, little paw up in the air ever so slightly, the tail outstretched. But it seems to be fixated on something further into the castle grounds.
I'm gonna like I'm petting him with my other hand and I'm like looking down on him for a bit and I'm like, oh, you felt that too, huh, boy? We're in for it now. And it's kind of like looks around at everyone, sees that Bertha and Venna were both kind of in a conversation before. They're still just kind of like taking stock of everybody. Knowing that, like these are the people who we've all been contracted here to do the same job.
Yes, working at the society is a rather tumultuous job. Some people are lucky and they get a set group of investigators to work with at each puzzle, each specific event. But for the most part, investigators are sent where they will do their best. You all, strangely, received a dream. This is quite uncommon, as normally the society sends out a letter, but before you even received the letter, you all had a dream of a woman in white looking out a castle window and reaching towards someone asleep. You couldn't make out their description or expression, only that they appeared to be in a fitful sleep as this Vaesen of some sort was reaching towards them. And then the dream woke back up. You woke up and then actually received a letter the next day requesting your appearance at Drumlin Castle. Uh, as the driver opens up the door to let you all out, you see a very poshly dressed man in a full suit. He appears to be wearing white gloves and is probably the butler of this castle, of this manor. He does approach everyone, gives a little short bow, and just says, uh, "Good evening, everyone. Please make your way inside. Our good lady would like to have a word with you before she retires to her bedroom for the day. I I hope your travel wasn't too hard. My name is Teddy."
Oh, nice to meet you, Teddy.
Yes. And could Venna have done like some research, like in her books? Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll probably have like a genealogy or something of the area that she maybe, looked up the family so we know more about the background.
Absolutely. So that would be a learning check. So, the way dice rolls work in this game is it is d6s, and so the more dice you can roll, the better. So, there are four attributes in this game, uh, which are logic, empathy, precision, and I always forget the last one. Da-da-da-da.
Empathy, physique,
Physique,
precision.
that's it. There's
Ah,
2 P's, and I always forget the last one. But physique, precision, logic, and empathy, each one governing a special type of ability. So today we're going to be rolling logic and learning to figure out what previous research you would have done before traveling all the way out to Ireland.
right. Um, so if I want to use like uh my book collection for the learning,
Mhm.
it says +1. That would mean I roll an extra dice.
Correct.
Right. And I know that my writing says it's only for investigation, so I'm guessing we cannot use that on top.
Yes, that would be only for investigation rolls.
All right. Yeah, we learned squat and do. That's what we learned with 0 successes.
You know,
Oh man.
it's hard. You can always push a roll if you would like. You would gain a condition, but you can push the roll to attempt to get more information.
Right. And if I push it, would I have to roll again, or is it more like
Yep,
PBTA
you
where
get
it
to roll
just
again completely.
right? So, yep. You know what? She's gonna risk the headache, and she would have dug deeper. All right. Oh, that's better. That's 2 successes.
Amazing. Uh, you the nice thing about this game, because a 6 is so hard to roll at times,
Mhm.
one success for the most part is all you need. There are certain creatures that will make you go beyond human limitations, but for doing simple research, one success is all you need. As you previously were poring over books, uh, you know that Dromelin Castle is owned by the O'Brien family for generations. They are connected to the good King Brian Boru, one of the last kings of Ireland, and have had a string of hauntings for a very long time. Now, granted, the haunting that you would have known of, that has been listed in some of these books, is actually one that has been beckoned with open arms. Specifically, the O'Brien family is known to have a resident banshee. And what you would know, at least, is banshees are usually assigned as a way or created. Sometimes they can be prior ancestors of the family. Sometimes they are just created at a time of great need, as most Vaesen are. Uh, these creatures are there to guide the family through hardships, specifically dealing with death and dying.
I
Banshees are
heard.
not all
Oh, sorry.
bad. Oh, sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just like, I heard Resident Banshee, and I'm like, what, is she paying rent?
No, but they do have a special room for her. Um,
Oh,
and as you are diving in further to the information, uh, you know that this banshee has been following the family since like 1200 AD. They have a very strong connection and a benevolent, from at least your research and looking into the different codices of Rose House in London, that for the most part, from your understanding, the O'Brien family has a good reputation with their banshee. And to give background on banshees, banshees are creatures that are governing of death and dying, usually can either be ancestors or spirits that have been summoned to guide people home. Uh, these spirits are not malevolent for the most part. They are a sort of warning system. Now, sometimes death cannot be averted. It is a natural process of life. But there are other times where banshees are able to give a warning before a imminent death is about to occur, one that is not natural. Other times it is a way to give families the time they need to say goodbye. But at the end of the day, the banshee will be there when a person draws their last breath and guides them to the spirit world. What is strange, and from the reports that you've heard of the house, specifically the castle grounds, is that this banshee has been wailing for weeks on end. Usually, we're talking 3 days of a notice, sometimes even shorter. This is incredibly long for a banshee to be a warning system. This is something else. It could be a banshee that is a problem, but that is what you have been sent to figure out. Um, recalling that information as you all head inside, uh, Teddy will just say, uh, I just have to say, please be careful of walking around here at night. I'm pretty sure that is the time you're probably going to have to investigate the grounds, for that is when she appears. But there are other things lying in wait in the castle. It seems as her wails have awoken something else. We're not entirely quite sure, but uh, let's just say you're not the only ones that have been invited to investigate this evening.
does the family give the banshee a name that they refer to her, or is it just
I mean, like,
Uh,
she sounds like a part of the family. I feel like it'd
she would
be
have a
kind of
name?
rude
Yeah.
to not give it if she didn't have a name.
I do think that they have a name for her.
Well, I could understand if they wouldn't want to share it publicly either. So,
I,
spot of tea.
lady, Our lady would know more. I simply am actually the last butler quit about a month ago.
Hmm.
So
Uh,
strange circumstances. It was a whole thing. But I can lead you down into the
Oh.
parlor.
quick question: what does the outside of the castle look like?
Yes, so it is a very large estate. It very much looks very regal, very much the what I would consider the medieval Europe castle. There are large walls, very large towers, with a large inner courtyard with different buildings that have been built inside. But the majority of Drummelin Castle, uh, it seems that it has partially been rebuilt over time to deal with the wear and tear of the rains and weather of Ireland. It is a very large estate, though.
Okay, and everything seems like relatively like well kept besides the
Surprisingly so.
okay.
Uh, but to give a little bit more information, it very much, if you imagined a old classic castle mixed with a more gothic estate, like an English Gothic estate, and you smooshed them together. So we're talking like there is a large turret, and then there is also like a manor house, and then connected to it is a giant wall. That is the mishmash together of what Drummelin Castle looks like. It is very much has been built upon and built upon over the years. Lots of twists and turns when you get inside for what the new build versus old build looks like. But it's very well taken care of. You can tell that on there is some new repairs that need to be done. It seems that as the lady of the castle became unwell, the more basic things like you can see more ivy begin to be grown on the walls. There appears to be a little bit of a erosion area where rain would drip uh, onto the wall, like creating like a little divot. The natural wear and tear that would need regular upkeep, but as has been said, many of the people working here have quit as of late.
Okay. Violet's gonna kind of like hang towards the back as everyone starts to file in.
Oh. Uh um as they're like about to head in, um out of nowhere, a small little bird, a pigeon, actually lights down on Deeran's shoulder. Deeran pauses in her steps, briefly, and if you're close enough, you might see her eyes in her skull mask looking towards the pigeon, like for a few minutes, for like not a few minutes, for a few seconds, like sort of, well, there you are, and it just makes it just goes like coo, like makes a little cooing sound, and then it's just there, and then she continues on.
The pigeon kind of like is a little restless, and you can tell that it kind of once you get inside, it is not very comfortable. You can see it kind of a little bit more restless, kind of doing little prancy claws on your shoulder, trying to reposition, but head a little bit more on a swivel than you're used to. Um, as you get further in the castle, you see there are large tapestries, beautiful portraits. along the hallways. It is rather cool and damp inside, strangely, for how well kept the castle is. Uh, it is a bit of a maze inside, but the butler does at least give you a outline, at least of the grounds, as you're going into the parlor, as was instructed by the lady of the house. Entering the parlor, you see a very large room with stone inlaid in the walls, and it looks like a rather large library that you all are being ushered towards. Inside, you see a few different people. Um, you see a very old woman using a uh, what looks like a chair on wheels, very early version of the wheelchair. It has almost like a wicker backing and needs to be pushed. She wears a beautiful handmade quilt with a bunch of different insignias of what look like coat of arms. Some of them look like different Celtic knots, claddagh, hearts. It is quite beautiful with how it's made. She wears a beautiful dress of the time in that Edwardian style. So big, fluffy arms and a skirt, but covered up a bit by the blanket on her lap. Her hair is worn in a simple braid, very different for the time, an older woman. She looks very frail and as though that her time is slowly coming closer and closer. You don't know how many more days she has, but at least today is a good day. She has very bright eyes for her age, with almost like a twinkle in the corner. Uh, Looks like that in her youth, she probably got off to a little mischief with how many wrinkles was on her face. So life well lived. Uh, Behind her, you see a young man, um, bright red hair, kind of all messled up, that appears to be wearing scrubs, probably a nurse, a home nurse of some sort. You also see a woman wearing which Bertha would be able to clock as a typical doctor garb. You even see the classic leather bag with all the different tools that she would need, as well as a stethoscope around her neck. In the room as well, you see a young man with a bit longer sandy blonde hair. He's wearing rather fine clothes with a pocket watch that is has the chain lightly hanging outside of the vest pocket. He is wearing a rather brightly colored vest in like this reddish orange color and a beautiful black suit. Uh, Definitely has more of an English style to him. And the last person that you would see uh, seems to be a businessman. Uh, has a briefcase in one hand, glasses at the very tip of his nose, and seems to be very impatient, waiting for everyone to arrive. But as you make your way through the doors, you see this scene of people chatting with each other, sitting, getting ready for tea, and the butler makes your announcement that you have arrived.
We'll definitely wait until the butler has announced us and then, step forward and introduce us. The typical pleasantries. Hi,
Uh,
Timmy.
Yeah, sure, maybe you guys.
the butler says, "My lady, the special investigators that you had requested," and she
Uh,
just kind of gives a nod and gestures for everyone to sit down.
Is the do people know the name of the what's the society one more time? Do I know the name of the society? What's the one more time?
Yes, so you are currently members of the Apollonian Society, named after the Greek god Apollo. This is the society that is based out of London, England, specifically Rose House Manor. Uh, you all would be sent to a variety of places throughout Great Britain's peninsula. So you've probably had jobs all the way through England, London, Wales, and Ireland is where the Apollonian Society covers.
Right. So, and they would like know it as the Apollonian Society, or will we call it something else for forward-facing things?
It would be known as the Apollonian Society. Luckily for you all, the Apollonian Society is not as hushed as the society out of Uppsala in the Nordic region.
Hmm.
Um, so it is at least known about. For most nobles, they may think of it more as like a occultism group in the early 1900s. The occult was a fascinating prospect. They may not know how much legitimacy that your practices are.
Hmm. All right. So I guess because like everyone's filing in. You said she's the lady. She's laying on a bed right now. She's being attended to. No, she's in a wheelchair. She's in a wheelchair. Yeah, so before Violet goes to sit down, she kind of walks up to her. She gives a tiny little bow. She says, "I greet the lady of the house," and then she sits down.
I would like to follow Violet, but go up to her ladyship, obviously a greeting, a bow, and then I would like to just get a feeling about like how much time um she has left, but under the guise of I'm going to be using occult means to do that, but I'm really just going to use medicine. Just so that the doctor that's next to me stays over there and I can do my own stuff and have my and like bring like an unbiased opinion to this.
You are definitely watched like a hawk. However, go ahead and roll a medicine check. So this would be, I believe it is logic medicine. I
Mhm.
think
It's precision on here, but
or
I can
precision. I always mix up the precision skills.
yeah.
Yep, precision medicine. That works great.
And then if I would like to use like at least one of the instruments from my
Mhm.
doctor's bag that I'm bringing with me, can I add the additional 2 dice?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I'm rolling 10 dice. Woohoo.
Your
Yeah.
chances went up
10
that much more.
dice? Dang, if you don't get a 6 from that.
If you don't
I
get a,
rolled I rolled 3 successes.
there we
Woo!
go. Just say if
I
you don't
want
get a
nothing.
six from
Yeah.
that, then we gotta
We got some
soft reset the
problems.
game.
Yeah, we do. Run it back.
Yeah, pull the cartridge out, blow on it, and put it back in.
But with three successes, one's all you need, but you get extra information for the extra successes. Um, Taking a look at her and getting out some of your different medical equipment to check her out, you listen to her heart rate. It is incredibly slow, way slower than it should be for someone as awake and cognizant as she is. Um, you even look at her hands, her fingertips are more of a bluish tint, looking as though like she isn't getting as much oxygen, but she is acting uh, aware and fully knowledgeable of the situation. In your medical expertise, you are shocked that she is up and talking. She should not be for the like just the general quick check over without knowing any of her possible diagnoses or other symptoms of talking to her. Just basic diagnostics. Yeah, she should not be upright and as bubbly as she is right now. She should probably be on a bed and getting closer and closer to leaving the mortal coil.
Yeah. Okay. Can I, because based on that knowledge and based on the job that I'm doing and have been doing with my group for a little bit, that screams to me possession. So can I see if I can figure out if this lady is possessed?
Yes. Let me look at the skills. Observation I think would be best for this. So empathy observation.
Empathy observation. Awesome. Still get to roll 6 dice. Hee. No successes.
It's hard to tell
Oof.
if she is the uh inhabitant is incredibly stealthy. Because there aren't any telltale signs that you would expect. You see that there is plenty of religious iconography in
Mhm.
here. None of it is has been disturbed or been changed in a way that you would expect by a malevolent spirit. Um, it is quite strange.
And then you said that one of the people behind the lady is dressed very finely. It's the young boy, I think, or like the
Yeah,
young
there's
man
a
that's
young
behind.
man, longer sandy hair.
Yeah.
Uh,
Very English,
yes,
not Irish. But what I'm more suspicious of, um, do the nurse and doctor seem very well kept
yes.
tonight? Okay. All right.
They seem tired,
Yeah.
especially her personal attendant nurse.
Yeah.
He seems very tired, but everyone is at least warm welcome. None of them look incredibly disheveled, like you would expect from being around a possession.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but
wailing every night. That would
yeah, they
interest
you
me.
can tell that it's definitely taking its toll as far as people's sleep.
Okay.
Um,
I kiss the lady's hand and go back to sit down.
um, she kind of whispers to the personal attendant next to her and just says, Seamus, hun, can you please move me towards the middle? It's hard for me to speak up too loud. Thank you, dear. As he kind of pushes her up, and she says, first of all, I'm so happy to have you all visiting for today. I was hoping that all this trouble would be fixed by now, but unfortunately, none of us can see the future. My name's Maeve O'Brien, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I'm actually surprised I can meet you right here. This is the best I've felt in a very long time. Uh, I've been told it means that I'm closer to the end date, but well, I haven't sung yet. So, uh, it is a treat to have you all with me. And to give you a little bit of background, the castle is a bit of a dangerous place at night. It, by no means, you need to huddle up in your room and wait till dawn, but if you aren't well trained in the ways of the Fae and the fair folk, I would suggest you being a bit careful on your nightly strolls. Don't want you running into a fairy ring. And she lets out like this melodious laugh that almost sounds like bells. She's a sprightly young woman in an old woman's body. But you notice her kind of gesture and says, Now, everyone that isn't my personal investigators, your job is to answer any of their questions or you're not getting paid. Do you hear me right now? All right? We're not going to have any funny business. We're not going to be gatekeeping our information because you don't believe in their woo woo information. So, treat them how you would anybody else, especially if they how you would treat me. Are we clear? And you see the doctor just harumph and say yes. Seamus very much gives the squeeze on the shoulder of like, it's okay, everything's fine. Let's not stress out too much. The English gentleman without the glasses and the long hair kind of gives a little bit of a chuckle. And you see the one with the glasses on just kind of gives a grumpy huff. But you are all in the parlor. Uh, Tea has been poured, and Maeve says, "Please, the castle is all yours to explore for the day. Unfortunately, I am getting a bit tired, but if you wish to come and speak to me, you can come to my chambers. The doors are not locked, so just give it a wee knock, and Seamus will open the door for you." Seamus will be back in a little bit to answer your questions. I just need a little bit of help getting around.
Yeah, Vena has been sitting there, and while the lady was talking, she'd gotten out her monocle because she's wearing an eye patch on the right side, and started taking notes. And she will then look up and say, yes, yes, I'll definitely have to come and talk to you about what kind of fae I've been seeing around here. If your people later, go ahead and rest.
She gives a nod, and you all can see that she like swipes a biscuit on her way out. And you are left in a room with a variety of people with differing levels of welcomeness.
Yeah, one of the questions I was going to ask was what was the look on everyone's face as we popped into the room?
Go ahead and roll observation. So this would be empathy observation.
Gotcha.
Wait, whose reaction?
The servants, I guess.
Yeah,
No,
so
yeah. God.
there are a few people in the room with you currently. The doctor, there was the English gentleman with the longer hair and the very fashionable suit, the gentleman that looks like a businessman with the glasses, Seamus, and of course Maeve.
All
And
And
right.
the
it was in
doctor.
reaction to us or just Violet?
Just to us entering the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was wondering exactly what they thought. What was their reaction to seeing essentially a homeless woman and her dog, an occultist, and two regular looking people walking into the room, saying that we're here to investigate the spirits in their house. I got 2 6s.
Fantastic. One success is all you need, so you'll get a little bit extra information. Um, it is a variety of expressions. Uh, Maeve is excited. It looks you look to see that she almost feels at peace, and there's almost like a excitement in the air with her. Seamus, the personal attendant, looks very tired, but so happy that she's happy that it doesn't matter
Mhm.
what he personally feels. The doctor looks overwhelmed, um, not necessarily fully a skeptic, but you can tell the worry that she has for Maeve in the state that she currently is in. The uh, English gentleman that is fashionably dressed very much looks intrigued, excited, and the businessman is anything but happy. He looks like he's incredibly put out to be here at all.
Huh, typical businessman.
Excellent. Violet is probably going to avoid the businessman and the Englishman at the very least. Um, and just kind of like her sense of having wandered from place to place is very receptive of whether or not she's welcome in a room. So like tries to just dance around that at any given point in time. Uh, and yeah, I guess with the at the start of that, I would also allow anyone else to break the tension and to start asking questions first.
I'd like to ask a question to the doctor, but like a private one, you'll allow.
Yeah, you can absolutely like it seems like this room is big enough where private conversations absolutely can happen. You
Yeah.
see her kind of sitting at a windowsill with a cup of tea, kind of staring out.
Yeah.
She notices your arrival, but you can absolutely approach.
Yeah, yeah, I would like to walk over. Um Hi. M- I would like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, of course. Is is there something that you need or
Yeah. And I think I just have this feeling that you feel the same way that I do about all of this. I mean, more like I have an understanding of what it could possibly be, and you are just a doctor. In the
oh,
most polite way possible. In the most polite way possible.
I see.
My question is, how is she alive right now?
I have no idea other than her soul is clinging so hard to her body that it just is not willing to let go.
I How long have you been here at the castle?
Oh, well, I was signed on to be Miss O'Brien's personal doctor about 5 years ago.
Okay, so you've been here the entire time that
Yes.
the wailing has happened.
And there's like a look of like just despair in her face as she just says, yes.
The legends say that it's 3 days, and then the soul of the person is supposed to be taken. Did you notice that Maeve should not have been living after 3 days?
Yes, uh, it is quite the reckoning listening to it every night, especially when I've seen it work the way it's supposed to.
So this is not the first spirit to take an O'Brien to the other side.
No, no, she comes. I've been here about 5 years. Miss O'Brien's the last member of her family left. Before that, it was her older brother that previously passed about 2 years ago, and before that, her nephew.
And there was nothing suspicious or extenuating in their death, correct? In the older brother's death, because that is the most recent.
The older brother's death was complicated. He had gone on a regular ride. He loves his horses. That day they didn't love him much, though, and they were spooked, but it was quite odd because that had never happened in all his years. They're horses that he grew up with.
Okay. I I do not wish to make you bring up any more memories. Everything you've told me is incredible, and thank you so much. Um, I will leave you to ponder, and I hope we can help with the spirit tonight.
I do too, and I'll be keeping a close eye on Our Lady, the Baroness. She often gets a lot worse at night. It's been very touch and go. Usually about 3 in the morning is when her heart almost stops, and then it restarts again the next day.
Thank you again for everything. And then I walk away.
Violet's gonna kind of just like be walking around the room with her dog. Like this is a big room. She's not really like getting in any conversation, but she and her dog are kind of like just pacing the room. like very slowly. She still has the tea from before. She's just kind of sipping. She's waiting on Seamus to come back. But just like a slow observation of the room. Is there anything that's like significant in here?
Um, do you mean like what kind of significance are you looking for?
Um, just like vibe check on the family or the
Gotcha.
household. Yeah, nothing like not trying to grab anything. Just more, just kind of like yeah, vibe check. Tell me a little bit about the people who live here based off of the things they have around. If there's anything like
Absolutely.
noteworthy.
So, this is a very old library. You see many, many, many books have been collected over like hundreds of years. Um,
Mhm.
from some look to be hand bound. Uh, Everything is taken care of with great care. There's not a speck of dust on a tabletop in here. It seems that the Baroness uh, is one to keep memories alive. You see that there are some black and white photos taken um, that, while they're a bit blown out, you see a older man uh, with a young man, and then, of course, the Baroness. But what's strange, as you peer deeper into one of the pictures, it almost looks like there is an outline of a female form in the back.
Um, and that's something that like I start to see in like the more and more of the photos.
Yep, as you look at
Mhm,
the different photos, even portraits that were taken,
mhm,
that someone had, whether it was mindless or not, had painted the figure of a woman. And it's one of those things that if you didn't have the experience you did, you could kind of write it off and say it's a trick of the light, or maybe it's just a change in the background of the painting. Maybe the paint coloring has eroded ever so slightly. But
mhm.
there it absolutely is a female figure in every single one of the portraits and pictures.
Violet just kind of like is looking through this and notices this, and uh, well, notices this, but like isn't the kind of person who's had their photo taken like a lot just in nature of everything. So pulls Vina over, just hey Vina, what are you got any thoughts on this?
You also can see the in one of the most recent pictures that there indeed is a silhouette of a woman.
Mhm. Evie, that's you.
Vivi, did you hear the question? Oh, I think you're double muted.
You're muted right now.
Ah, sorry. No, I zoned for a second, thinking about something else, which is very on point for the character. Uh, mm, Repeat yourself, please, young lady.
Uh, she goes and she points at all these photos of the O'Brien family. And even as you look around the room and you see a couple of portraits that each look to have the figure or silhouette of a woman just kind of like barely visible in each of them. Like kind of pointedly like pointing to one like with each syllable as she says it. So what do you think of this?
All right. So, can I investigate the pictures and see, and like write down like clues and stuff?
Mhm. Yeah. I haven't, just I haven't personally dealt with a camera like like this before. What are we thinking that is it possible that this is happening in every photo? Just mundanely?
Hmm. Right. If I roll an investigation check, uh, Can I try and see if I can think about that deeply?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll investigation.
All right, I'm gonna add my writing set because we're now just taking notes too. That's a 4 and a 1. Mm, 2 successes.
Very nice. So two successes, kind of looking at the pictures, and even strangely, the portraits having these strange uh, outlines. Um, this can, at least in photography, this is a rare occurrence. Most cameras are rather new, uh, usually using the dry plates as the current technique. Um, they can be a bit blown out, but um, very similarly, the idea that it could be blown out, and that could just be a trick of the light and the way that it developed. But with how detailed it is, and the longer that you spend looking at it, it almost looks as though she's beckoning you into the picture. Like it's almost like her hand movement has changed the longer that you stare at this picture. And when you take your eyes off of it, it goes back to the way it was, just like a regular silhouette.
Come in, the ink's fine.
So Venna would scribble scribble. Yeah, this is a pretty rare phenomenon. Very good. She would enunciate that very well. Me not so much. And she would like, there's not really a good chance that this would happen more than once. There's no way that it should happen with every picture. I have never seen a defect like that before. Good eyes, good eyes.
He's like, "Oh no, you knew everything. I just happened to see it." Um, what's your take on those two over there? She says, and she doesn't point, but she kind of like, yeah, while she's like holding her tea up to her mouth, like just looking at having a conversation. Talking about the businessman and the Englishman.
Um, could I roll observation for that to see, what my
Mhm.
okay. That's 4. Oh, lucky the last one success. So she's probably been watching them while she was drinking her tea. Get
Um,
an opinion.
yeah, so as you've kind of observed them over the course of this time, um, the it is quite interesting. The younger man that is in the very fashionable suit um, is trying not to look as though he's paying a lot of attention, but you can tell, like from peripheral vision, you can see that as you've been moving around the room, he's been trying to come closer and either listen in or pay close attention at what you guys are finding interesting. And every now and then, it seems as though he's whispering to something inside his coat. Um, the businessman looks like he is just tired of being here. Looks very impatient. Is not very interested in what you guys are doing. Is almost apathetic about it.
Huh, typical businessman.
Yeah. So with her teacup in front of her mouth, she would say, "Yeah, the businessman, he doesn't care. He doesn't want to be here. This is just for politeness' sake because society expects him to be here." Now the younger one is very interested in what we're doing. You notice how he speaks into his jacket every now and again. Is he recording something? Is he carrying a sprite? Yeah, we gotta watch the younger one.
Uh, it's kind of like thinking off of the no, I can't make that idea materialize. Um thinks real hard about it. And it's just like, I he goes, so you said that he looked more like he was interested in what I was doing as I was walking around the room,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and figure out why he's so interested in what we're doing and what we're talking about?
Ooh,
Mhm.
I tend to avoid well-dressed people,
Uh,
but
wait. Ah, excuse me. I don't know why I'm whispering. um,
oh, hi, welcome to the corner, the girls' corner.
oh, oh no, this
Girls'
isn't in
corner.
character.
Oh,
This this is not in character.
all
Don't
right,
worry.
what's up?
Maybe you'll hear what Darren actually sounds like in a bit. Hasn't been talking a lot. No. Can I roll to see if I also noticed what the Englishman was doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll observation empathy.
We're just having a
Uh,
girls' corner over here.
Yeah, it's a fun little girls' corner.
observation
Girls'
empathy.
corner. Pinkies up.
So it'd be 5d6s.
Yep, so it would be the number in the empathy box plus the number in your observation.
Ooh, I got 2.
Heck yeah. So you would notice that um you'd also notice that um as Violet has kind of gone out of the room, um things have slowly moved out of place either by like the dog's tail wagging or something, and it seems like that this gentleman is following, and then as he leaves it, everything is put back into place.
Huh. That's suspicious. That's weird. I don't know what to do with that information. um, can I try and subtly just move to sit closer to where he's at? I don't know
Yeah,
if I'll
absolutely.
actually
Go ahead
confront
and
him yet.
roll stealth.
Is
uh
there? Can you give help actions in this?
yeah, absolutely. You can help by giving an extra die.
I would
uh
love to help, and then the way that I want to do it is I want to stand up and then accidentally run into Darren's chair to like
Stop.
if you'll let me. Because I'm very large and sometimes I don't understand what my body's doing. I'm only 40.
So would I be rolling stealth plus precision?
Yep, so the
Okay.
number in the stealth and the number with precision
And
combined.
then add a
Okay.
+1 because I'm
So
helping you by
Yep, +1.
accidentally running into your chair.
okay, so 5. So I'm rolling 8.
Nice.
Okay. I got 4 successes.
Let's go.
Amazing. Yeah.
I
So
am the darkness.
it
I am the
very
night.
much it is like hidden in plain sight in the way of like when you are passing by a busy street and there's a bunch of people nearby, you might not notice each individual person. That is kind of what's happening in this room. Even though there's a small amount of people, um, you've kind of made yourself blend in a way uh, where you kind of pick up maybe what looks like a tray and like act as though you are a maid or butler, moving things around just so you are not paid attention to. But as you do that with your 4 successes, I'm going to give you something else. As you near up closer to the man in the stylish suit, you see him pass by one of those the photo frames that were just slightly out of space. You can even see with the sun bleaching of the wood tabletop. And uh, for a split second, you see a little tiny hand reach out of the coat, push the photo frame back into place, and then steal a biscuit and put it back.
Hmm.
Also, I just want to point out the fact that you said that when you popped in here wearing long robes and a reptilian skull, and the plan for you to go incognito was to grab a train to be a butler. Like that's just the coolest. I love that. I love that. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
I was just a little guy. Just a
Yeah.
little guy.
Yeah, don't mind me. And don't mind my pigeon either.
Hmm. Oh yeah, right. With the pigeon on your shoulder too. Just I'll be one of the help. Don't mind the pigeon.
Look,
Um,
like, just for it to be this normalized, you just gotta wonder how many different people have
mhm,
arrived in this castle and helped previously, that this is completely normal. But you do notice that little hand reaching towards the photo frame, fixing it and stealing a biscuit off the table as the man in the fine suit walks past and will approach Venna. Um, he gives a little bow and says, "It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Will Stuckley. It is wonderful to meet you all. I've heard so many great things about you."
Oh, and she'll kind of take out her monocle and be like, "Nice to meet you. What did you hear, and from whom?"
Well, you see him pick up one of the teapot and pour himself some more tea, and he says, "Well, I understand that your work into the strange and unbelievable is quite astounding with prior projects that you've worked on.
Huh.
Um, Venna, roll me a learning logic check."
All right. And we're not using my books, so that is just 46. Mhm. Nope.
Um, it's strange. The name is incredibly familiar, but you can't place where you know of it.
Hmm.
But he will continue and say, uh, "I hope I can be of some sort of assistance in whatever your investigation is. I'm currently setting up a uh, bit of a occult business with a few friends of mine."
Hmm. Business. Hmm. Very interesting. Um.
Occult, did he say?
Mhm. So.
Eyes emoji?
is this like within range of like, well, I guess that Darren would be able to hear, but would Bertha and I also be able to hear this, or are we kind of
Absolutely.
directly
He
talking?
kind of approaches and he's talking to Venna, but he's saying it loud enough that everyone else can hear too.
I should
Mhm.
Uh,
go look right away.
Also, what was his name again? I didn't quite catch it.
Will
Will.
Stuckley.
Will Stuckley.
Will
Will he get
Stuckley.
stuck in a terrible situation? Who knows?
Will he or
I
won't
should have
he?
brought my Brendan Bay teacup. That would have been, you know. She will just like look down her nose at him and say, "You can address me as Scholar Venna if you like. And how do you think, dear sir, that you can help us? Can you be a little bit more specific?"
Well, Scala Venna, I am. This is not my first dealing with the fair folk of Ireland. Personally, I too was a victim of one of them. Not this particular creature, but a deadly creature nonetheless.
And you
I,
decided to turn that into a business instead of a non-profit.
well, I should say business. Not many people take things seriously if you tell them everything out front. Uh, I say business, I mean more of a investigation where necessary. Sometimes, well, we've learned a thing or two in our time here, and not many newcomers are prepared for the dangers that the Irish countryside has in store. We aim to help with the spread of knowledge, as it were.
Yeah, private investigators. What you telling me?
Yes.
Hmm. And did her ladyship hire you to be here?
Well, sort of.
Eyebrow goes up.
I mean, she had uh, put out a request in the local paper, and I saw that she was looking for investigators, so I called, sent a telegram over, and thus set up communication with the Baroness. And my investigators had been out here, but unfortunately were bogged down with a bit of business. So they sent me instead. They hopefully will be here later, but maybe the uh, festivities will be stopped before then.
And she very plainly and in his view writes down his name and private investigator firm question mark right next to it. She's very judgmental right now because
Valid.
he is digging for information. Um, can she use her observation empathy skills to see if he's like is he more deceptive, or is he like honestly trying to have like a partnership for the best of the outcome, or is he just digging for information so he can like yank it out and make a name for himself?
Yeah, absolutely. You can roll observation empathy.
I turn to Violet and I'm like, I think they're trying to steal our thunder.
That's one success.
With one success, it is a combination. You can tell he's being deceptive of something. Um, he isn't doing it in the way that's trying to steal credit or to in a competition to solve it first. Rather, it seems like he's more interested in your connections than your capabilities.
So he's trying to network past our heads, like come to somebody's attention, I guess.
More so, it seems not as much of wanting to network with the people you're connected to, but learn more about the people that you're connected to.
Mm, mm. So,
That's where the deceptiveness comes in, because you can definitely tell that he's hiding the why he is
yeah,
delving outwardly so much information, but
yeah.
it has to do with probably your connection to the Apollonian Society.
Mm. So,
Violet looks over at Bertha and it's just like, this feels like when you walk into a new place and people are staring at your coin purse or at your wallet.
Yeah.
Not like he wants or not like he wants to rob us, but he wants to rob us.
Yeah, like never act on it, but like might. You
Mhm.
just don't know. I'm gonna say
Uh,
that really loud.
and Venna will put her cup down a little louder, clink, and take the teapot and say, "Sir, if you would excuse us and let us return to our lady conversation. Thank you for introducing yourself, and I will absolutely approach and talk to you later. But let us finish our conversation, please, sir."
Yes, of course. And you see him kind of mutter to himself something of uh, you hear the phrase, I tried opening with a smile, it didn't work. And as he kind of walks away. Uh, but you all are free. It is to do what you wish. It is getting towards, you arrived about sunset. So it is slowly becoming dark out.
When he
uh,
walks away, I go, "Do you think he's ever talked to women before?"
No.
He has probably something in his jacket that tells him how to act, and
Yeah.
he has no clue how to actually do it.
I don't even think he
However,
talks to his mother.
I do have a headache. I'm very exhausted from doing all this research on the wagon. I will have to take a short nap. You guys do some more investigation, and once I have rested a little bit, I can dig into some more books and uh, research and look books around here and talk to her ladyship. But yeah, since she pushed the die in the research, she's definitely a little handicapped right now.
Okay. Like as you're walking, we're still just kind of like gossiping in the girls' corner. It's just
uh,
like, do you think he was like, because he was looking at me specifically when I was walking around? Is it because I'm like closest in age to him? I would hate to tell him that I'm married.
Oh, I didn't even know you were married. Oh my goodness. Maybe the next time we have a conversation, you lead with that.
You
He's just
know,
like, "Hi, I'm married."
yeah,
I haven't
just
told you my name, but I'm married.
yeah, just before anything,
There
right? He comes up and it's just like, hey, excuse me, it seems that you dropped something. I'm married.
Yes,
That's what
exactly.
I was thinking of, like those videos. Also, while I am talking, oh hi kitty. Um, can I confront him?
Yeah, absolutely. He starts walking out of the room. So you can follow him. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Um, all right. Or can I try catching him before he leaves?
Yeah, you can kind of try and catch him at the doorway.
All right. So I come up behind him. I put my arm, not my arm, my hand on his shoulder to stop him. I'm lean close, and I like sort of whisper to him, brain thinking. Mister, what was it again? Ah, it doesn't matter. I think you have some explaining to do.
Uh, um, well, my name is William Stuckley, Will for short. Friends call me Willie, but Will is fine. Um, if there is explaining that is necessary, might it be around a more private affair instead of in front of the whole of the household?
No. Uh, can I like try reaching into his jacket to grab at whatever has been like in there?
Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, you can try. This will probably be opposed. Um, so go ahead, and I believe this would be agility.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe this would be agility and oh wait, no, you're trying to grapple basically. So this would actually be force physique
Oh no. Don't do this to me, please.
versus
I believe in you.
his or whatever is inside agility.
Okay, I have 3 dice, please. Okay, no, I've just made a fool of myself. I didn't get any successes.
I mean, did the pigeon help? Didn't that give you an extra
Can
dice?
the pigeon? I don't know.
Like as a
He
distraction?
doesn't have
Maybe
hands.
fly in his face or something?
So for your equipment, um, I am trying to find where the pigeon would be located.
Because it's pet, right?
Um,
In the item list.
Mhm.
he's my memento.
Oh,
Oh, so the memento works a little bit different. Your memento is how you can heal after you take a condition. So that is its main function, as well as just for RP concerns.
He's just
But
a little guy.
he's just a little guy. He just kind of like gives a uh, little ruffle of feathers at that. And you, as you reach towards the jacket, uh, you are going to take one condition as you feel your hand begin to bleed as it was stabbed by some sort of a needle. Like,
Uh,
it's not like you ran your hand, like, if you've like accidentally reached and you've hit something sharp with your hand. No, something stabbed you with a needle.
so would that be wounded?
Let me look at the So you would the first one you take is exhausted, um,
Oh.
on physical, and then you go down. Uh,
Top to bottom.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So if you
Wow,
so
that needle took a lot out of me.
for conditions, there's two sides of conditions. You have physical conditions and mental conditions. If you get up to four on either of them, you become broken and need some sort of medical attention. Um, this they can be healed by either a medicine or inspiration check, depending on whether it is physical or mental. But the big thing is usually if you fail at a physical test, you'll take a physical condition. If you fail at a test that it has regards to mental, you'll take a mental condition, and you go down the list to mark it off. But so you would be exhausted now, as you just feel a little pinprick of blood kind of dribble out of your hand, as it almost burns when she stabs it. And he will just say, well, if you would like to have a discussion rather than having such forceful introductions, then I think it would be best to maybe meet later, let's say around 9 p.m., after it is well dark. And he will kind of storm out.
Well,
Violet
that
like
didn't work.
Violet goes over to the door, to the doorway, like right next to you after this is going, seeing him walk away, and just goes, give me like 20 minutes. I bet I can get him out of that suit.
Durin
Just to
kind of
you,
just
just to you.
No, sir.
Durin kind of just slowly like turns to you, like what?
Bertha comes up after
And just
that, does
stares at
not
you.
hear it, and is just like, do you need a bandage? I can do that.
Um, Durin very after a few seconds, Durin quietly says, "Yes, please."
Eh, okay. And then I kind of do a haphazard job because I've never had to patch you up before, and I'm very nervous.
As you patch Diran up, you see the sun begin to set outside. And you notice that the businessmen will kind of come up to you and say, well, I am sorry we have not been able to speak as much as I'd hoped. Perhaps maybe you all would like to have a drink later. My name is Henry Swift, and I am here in regards to the Queen's demands to find a sort of heir for the Baroness, or to deal with her estate after she is unfortunately not with us any longer. But I have an appointment to keep, and I will be back later this evening.
uh Violet kind of like nods and gets out of his way, and as he's going through is like kind of like now knowing roughly that they're good, and that everybody, like nobody here specifically is looking to kick her out specifically, uh is a little more emboldened now. So she's as he's like walking by, she's like, nice to meet you, Hank.
Henry. My name is Henry. But it is fine. It is fine. It's just. uh, you see him grumble to
Yeah,
himself.
and he's like, oh, sorry, I must have misspoken.
Um, but you all are left alone. The doctor has head out to help the Baroness, and you find yourselves alone in the library as it is becoming dark outside. And I think this is a great point to take a break. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the end of our investigation into the Whales of Dromelin Castle. We'll see you all in 10 minutes.
You.
Bye.
Asterisk, wave asterisk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vaesen, the Whales over Drummelin Castle. I'm Mary, your resident nerd on wheels, and I'm super excited to be diving further into this story today. To give a little recap of what has previously happened, our investigators have arrived in County Clare in Drummelin Castle, uh, that is owned by the lovely Baroness of Inchiquin, Maeve O'Brien. Now, Maeve is a rather old woman, and as our players have been able to figure out, is living on borrowed time. Uh, it seems that there is something possibly keeping her alive for some reason, but they won't figure out what that is until nightfall occurs. As our players have investigated some of the other interesting denizens, including a uh, rather interesting English fellow named William Stuckley. Uh, it is now beginning to be nightfall, and you have a couple hours of preparation before the fun begins, aka the whales, the keening begins to occur across the castle grounds. The morning whales. But you all have some time to heal up, do what you need to do in preparation for the big showdown tonight. So, I know, Venna, you said that you were trying to heal up by reading a novel.
Yes, she was going to use her memento, a well thumbed novel with dedication, to just take a little bit of a rest and get that frustrated, angry, little buzzing headache that she developed while studying on the coach away.
Yes, absolutely. You read the novel, and it's quite strange. This is a you've read it so many times, but what's so interesting it is the novel seems to almost change every time you read it. Speaking this time, uh, thumbing through the pages, it describes a story of five investigators going and looking for Aline and she. They have traveled far and are investigating when they come upon a grand tree and a man that is feeding the tree, aka has been implanted in the tree for punishment. You get to about the point where they begin to deal with the lean and she when you hear the old grandfather clock begin to strike, knowing you need to meet up with the others soon. Uh, then, Diran, you also wanted to heal up one of your conditions?
Well, it's a physical condition, and my memento is like a little pigeon, so
Yeah. So, look, you're exhausted, but if there's one thing that most pet owners know is that sometimes getting a little bit of attention from a beloved friend can help reinvigorate you to do amazing things. Uh, what's your pigeon's name?
Lug, Lugh.
Lou looks at you and kind of pecks at your nose as you look to begin to be tired, and you see him fly over to what looks like a pitcher of some sort of wine or spirit, and kind of pecks at it for you to pour. Um, it kind of sits on the edge of the glass and kind of dips into it, having a few nips for himself as you kind of settle in for the next hour or so to get your whereabouts and figure out a plan to deal with whatever is causing problems in this castle.
Can
Um,
can I
yeah,
could just quickly say, so, like, I kinda, like, poke him a little on his little beak, and I say, "Don't drink too much. One of us has to still be sober."
you just hear him brrr, just in it's like up to your nose and just kind of like rub its little head up to your forehead. And then kind of if a bird could wink, you see him fly over to the window where it kind of has one of those open window panes where you can kind of bring them in, and he just kind of sits on watch at the window, seems to be looking at something far off in the distance.
All right. Yay. Or maybe
Uh,
not yay. I don't know what he's looking at.
what is Violet doing?
So they specifically said not to wander the castle grounds at night, right? Cool. And so it's not night yet as we're waiting for the sun to, as this time period as well the sun's going down. So Violet kind of just like quietly beckons for her dog, and they just kind of slip out the room while no one's really noticing. Getting a lay of the land of the castle, just kind of doing, what she does best, wandering.
Um,
Good.
as you're wandering the castle grounds, they're rather beautiful. There is a large forest in the back, as well as some different, what looks like farmland. What also strikes you is there's a very old well at the southwest corner of the estate. That it almost seems as soon as you get anywhere near it, your dog begins barking at it, like staring just straight at it, like pointing towards the well.
You just kind of look down at him like, do the little like scruff under the chin. I'm just like, you don't like it over there, huh? What have
Uh,
you?
it just
Mhm,
whines, just and like kind of shirks down,
mhm.
and but is still protective of you, standing in front.
If only I could see through your eyes. Um, and just kind of like makes a mental note of the well and walks around. Is there any possible chance that I would run into I think it says Seamus was his name?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. You could run into Seamus. You see that at this time he strangely is picking wildflowers, uh, and seems to have quite the little bouquet. That you see him going and picking up some of these like lily of the valley and some beautiful like uh, yellow and purple violet flowers and adding even in some shamrock clovers that he could find. But he notices and gives a little wave.
Mhm. Walk like I see the wave and I start to walk over, kind of just like nonchalant. I don't have the teacup in my hand or whatever at this point, like I've been long gone, but like I still just kind of like snacking on one of the little biscuits that are left over. um and I go, interesting flowers, you know the meaning of the lily?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I do not. My parents moved to England during the famine, so I don't know much of my heritage of sorts. I recently was hired to come here by Dr. Kira.
Oh, recently. So you haven't been serving the family this whole time. This is a new affair for you.
No, I was only hired on after the Baron of Eachquin died, and the title moved to the Baroness, and she needed a bit more help, more than Kira could handle on her own. So she requested a nurse, and I answered to the call. My mother thought this place was always special, so figured it would be a good way to reunite with the place that my family used to call home.
She kind of like props to like if we're outside, like it's an area where he's picking flowers. She's gonna like lean it backwards on something. It's kind of like real casual, like, and goes, like takes another bite of the biscuit and goes, "So have you seen it?"
Ah, are you talking about the keening?
Uh, it's like, yeah, big scary thing, whales around keeping everyone up at night. You've heard it. You've definitely seen it before, right? What's it look like?
Ah, well, and you seem kind of look side to side nervous. in your experience, people that have the sight usually there's a nervous quality, especially if they haven't talked to someone else that has it. And you say, "Well, I thought I was seeing things," and there was one night, Baroness was having a hard, hard day. She wouldn't eat or drink anything, and so I was trying to get her a bit of the honey wine that she was requesting, and I couldn't find it. I was looking on the shelves in the cellar, and everything is so terribly labeled down there. I know I need to learn Gaelic, but I don't know it well enough to differentiate what everything means. And so I was looking for it, and that's when the wails begin, the keening, and it was strange. I felt a cold shiver down my back, and when I turned around, there she was, long black hair, bright green eyes, the look of sorrow imprinted on her face, and yet she looked happy, like a sort of melancholy feel. And she just pointed. She pointed over to a shelf I hadn't seen, and there it was, one of the last bottles of honey wine, just sitting there. And so I honestly thought it was some sort of poisoning from being that into such a dusty, dirty place as the cellar. It's not that dirty, but with the maids quitting left and right, certain things have kind of fell by the wayside.
Mhm.
But I just ran up the stairs and just tried to forget it. What I saw, was that real?
Would it be better for you if it was real?
I don't know. I've always seen strange things. Seemed like something out of the corner of me eye, but me mum always said that beware the fair folk. My father wasn't as big of a believer in it, but he had his own superstitions. They both had worked very hard in their lives, and well, I'm just happy to be able to go back to a place they weren't.
Uh, so Violet at this point is just kind of like it's like it's honestly is done with the whole like super casual bit of like just like nonchalantly eating a biscuit while just asking questions. So like it's done now. It's like she ate it. So she's just like Seamus, was it?
Yes, my name is Seamus Callahan.
All right, Seamus, you look like you goes up, just like kind of like puts a hand on his shoulder as he's down there on the ground picking flowers. You do a good job. That library was spotless. This place is clean. You got a good head on your shoulders.
Thank you. I
Next time you feel that chill run down your spine,
Yes.
run the other way.
All right. What if it's any time I'm in the castle?
Hopefully, we'll be able to handle this one for you, so that won't be a question you have to ask.
Just look, you're a rather kind person, and not many people have actually seen or been this kind to me. But I've been getting weird dreams. There's an old woman washing clothes on the river, and about a year ago, I was getting them back to back every night. An old woman washing clothes on the river, and she kept pointing to me, and I saw the castle. That's why I signed up to go and work here, to maybe figure out why these dreams were happening. And only recently have they started back up again. They showed a room, but I don't know how to get to it.
Tell me more about this room.
Oh, it is, at least from what the washerwoman showed me. It was at the top of a pillar. It looks to be a room boarded up. Not much use. A bunch of white sheets cover all the furniture, but she keeps pointing to it. And there, the lady that handed me the wine, there she waits, beckoning me for her to come up to see her.
Beckoning for you specifically. You didn't see anyone else in the stream?
Just the washerwoman, an older woman of what I would consider a well-lived life. She looked rather rough, had seen many years, but she looked, and I feel like almost she saw into my soul.
Um, she, Violet at this point kind of like just thinks about like the reason why they're there in the first place, the fact that everyone here dreamt of the castle before we came, um, and says, quick addendum to what we talked about before. Next time you feel that chill, come find us. Stick close.
All right, I need to get the bouquet up to my the Baroness. You know, she used to go and pick wildflowers with her family, and it always brings a smile to her face, so I try to do it at least once today. Today got away from me, so holds up the bouquet.
Yeah. Violet starts to walk the other direction, and she goes, yeah, sure, no problem. And by the way, rebirth, she says. She points, so she walks away.
Oh,
The
and
meaning of the lily is the meaning of the lily flower is rebirth.
huh,
So, yeah.
that's amazing. Feel like this place really needs a. It's sad in a way. There are so many good things that happened here. Seems like it's almost forgot.
You know, where where something amazing once stood, something new and fantastic can take its place. And in that way, we all continue.
Well, I will come and get you should I get a weird feeling again.
And with that, she just kind of walks off.
You walk off hearing the different people trying to leave the castle before night fully takes. Bertha, what are you doing in this preparation hour?
Bertha watches Violet walk out of the room, follows at a distance, but then decides to go the opposite direction of Violet, wandering further into the castle, and instead feels disappointed in themselves that she couldn't tell if it was a possession. So instead would like to just um try to feel for that first emotion, that first like pull and that like breakthrough wall, and try to walk towards it in the castle.
Sorry, can you repeat the breakthrough what area? Sorry?
Like the breakthrough into the castle
Oh, okay.
from
Yeah,
before.
the
And so I
entryway.
just,
Gotcha.
yeah, and I just want to like find that energy and where it is originating.
Um, so as you go to the entryway, you notice that um it seems as though there's some sort of protection sigil that is protecting the castle. Um, you wouldn't have noticed it if you weren't looking for it actively, but you notice Irish runes, runic writing above the entryway. But one of the runes has been changed.
Do I know what that rune means that is now in place?
The changed rune, so the rune would have been a protection against the Fae. It would have been a
Okay.
uh, this tiny edit basically took away that protection
Yeah.
completely. So any you would know from your knowledge of the Apollonian Society that the fair folk, just as well as ghosts, anything that isn't humanoid now has full reign to take control and take hold in this place. Vesen often like to find secluded areas to live in, away from human intervention. If this place was basically a not allowed place to go, and then the doors were unlocked randomly, uh, it's weird. And it doesn't look like the rune was damaged by natural causes such as like erosion. This was done on purpose. You even see what looks like knife marks in the stone that would have like edited like some sort of like pickaxe or something
Yeah.
that would have taken away one of the runes. So like if you were just looking at it and a cultist that didn't have a lot of training, it would
Mhm.
look correct. But this basically allows on top of it whoever edited the rune to allow things in.
Okay.
Was one really powerful rune out of the rest of them on the list.
Mm.
It's like the let's eat grandma.
That very important comma, absolutely. Um, I I would like to see if I can find anything that shows me where the Fae like uh live when it is not dark out.
Is this just like a general like information check
I
or
think so, yeah.
okay, go ahead and roll learning logic.
Okay. Yeah, that's only 4 dice, but I believe in myself.
Just need one success.
Just one. Do this all the time. I don't do this all the time.
So it's difficult because Vessen and like the Fae are kind of different depending on where you are. There are like the the fair folk, there are like topical stories, like a mushroom circle. Like if you would walk into a mushroom circle, it can be an entrance to the other side, a place where
Mhm.
the Fae resides. There are other ones, but uh, you can't seem to recall the
Yeah.
specifics.
Yeah. Um, then I would like to go to where the Baroness is. Um, and take a look around where she is sleeping and where all of this happens every night.
Looking at where the Baroness sleeps, you see that uh, Dr. Kira Boyle, is currently drawing up some meds to give the Baroness. But go ahead and I think for this, give me a vigilance logic check.
Vigilance. Also probably, yeah, is it 0? 4 different dice. I'm rolling like garbage.
Would you like to push?
Yeah, can I push?
You can absolutely push. You'll take a condition.
Okay.
This would be a mental condition, so
Okay.
you would become uh, angry. Uh,
Ooh. Yeah. One success.
that's all you need.
Oh,
You look at her setup, and it's really interesting. It seems like there have been different religious practitioners that have come by trying to figure out the issue with no luck. You see a what looks like a cross, as well as different Irish Druidic uh, symbols that have been like etched into the bed. Um, there is like a Catholic crucifix that is on like the far, 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 far side of the room, like as far away from her as possible. But it hasn't been disturbed at all. You also see what looks like a shrine um, that is to the Buddha. There have been many different religious practitioners trying to solve this problem with zero luck. Um, as well as just like taking in the surroundings. Um, you don't sense any entryways that you would see with the site in here. No doorways that lead to the other side. You do sense that there is one of the shrines is uh, to a god from the Tuatha De Danann. You actually see one set up that is to the Morrigan, the triple goddess. That is a goddess of life and death and war and battle. Um, you see that seems to uh, be very well taken care of. Um, and you see different offerings on it, but there's no strange uh, anything that would be there to suggest something that is beckoning a creature here or the fact that creatures have been residing here.
Okay. Um, One final question. Um, can I roll for the flowers that are in the room in case any of them have medicinal qualities?
Absolutely.
And then medicine?
Yep. Go ahead and roll medicine.
Sweet. That's
Precision
8.
medicine.
also kind of sorry. While Bertha is rolling here, could I have found a specific flower?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I want to have found a wildflower iris while I was in the garden before.
Yeah, you can. There's a nice variety of different plants, and you're able to find an iris
Mhm.
and pluck it.
Okay.
I would like to push my roll.
Yep, you can take another condition. So you would take a physical condition since this is under precision.
Oh no.
I rolled 8 dice. Not a 1 was a 6.
Oh
Okay,
no.
you're pushing it
Oh
though. So
no.
we've got a chance.
16 dice. There's no way out of 16 dice.
Hold on, one of them fell. That one also fell.
16 dice. That's so wild. What are the odds?
I went
What?
0 for 16, everyone. I don't have a single success. Am I able to push it again, or is
No.
it just a one push thing?
Just one push. So as you're scanning the room, you're trying to figure out what some of these plants would be medicinally, but a cold air begins to take hold. You feel the hairs on the back of your neck begin to rise, and uh, it begins the wailing. It's soft at this point. It hasn't reached the peak of the night yet. but it almost sounds like crying on the wind.
Can I just say, when I'm who here has heard of the game Amenti?
I have not.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, well, there's just, like, this scene, if I remember correctly, where, like, this, like, it takes place in, like, a ancient Egyptian pyramid. There's a scene where, like, the main character, like, disturbs, like, this coffin, and after he does so, there's just, like, this very haunting wailing. Um, and that's when I was just saying it because that's what I imagine when when you describe this wailing.
Oh, it is the sound of loss incarnate. It is almost feel it in your bones, but at this point, it's quiet. It's not so encompassing that it is too much. You're not gonna have to make a fear roll yet.
I would like
Uh,
to run toward it.
oh, okay. So, um, you begin running towards the sound.
I'm so
Uh,
upset
Are
with
you sure
myself
you
that I
want to do
can't
that
do this.
with the rolls you've been getting?
Yeah,
uh,
no,
Mhm.
I'm so upset.
Uh-huh.
I need to do something right.
But I also want you to know I did the math. That's a 5.4% chance that you rolled 16 dice and didn't get a single six.
I love math, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
So, Bertha is running towards the sound. Meanwhile, Venna, Violet, and Deeran, uh, you all have met up at the proper spot, and you do not see Bertha, and you hear the wailing begin.
And then I would want to go to the banshees room that's assigned to them. Um, and she will invite the others to come with her, but if we're breaking up the party, we're breaking up the party. And she's
Uh,
like, and she's like ready.
Mhm.
She got a wrap on for her cold bones because it's cold at night, and she got her pistol on a holster on the side. She got her notebook and her writing stuff, hanging in the back. She got the hurricane lamp with her, and she's like, "Yeah, let's go, let's go. I'm gonna go check the room and see if she actually lives there."
Uh,
dear. Oh, sorry. You want to go?
I was gonna okay, cool. I was gonna say that Violet would probably look at Niren and say, you should go with Vina. I want to see what the Baroness looks like at this moment with the Banshee wailing.
Does
Um,
anyone know where Bertha is?
Uh, we don't currently know where Bertha is, but we were all assigned here uh, either through prophecy or through competency. So I'm gonna have to trust in one of those.
I
We're
am
gonna
not
find
competent.
Bertha where the chaos is.
Deeran Deeran is gonna go find Bertha.
okay.
She
Eh,
just turns around and starts going where she
every
thinks
direction.
Bertha would
So,
have
to
gone.
cover what's going on, uh, Bertha's running towards the danger. Venna, you wanted to go find the Banshees. Who wanted to find the Banshees room? Venna. Violet, what were you doing?
I'm going to go check on the Baroness to see what reaction she's having to this wailing.
Okay. And then Deeran is trying to find Bertha. Okay, uh we're going to start with the Violet. You head towards the room with that the Baroness is residing in.
Mhm.
Um you see that a lot of the windows and doors have been like almost added extra insulation. So there's like extra blankets that are being set up that are very thick to like kind of halt as much sound as possible. But
Mhm.
you see the Baroness is still awake. She's still cognizant, um, but she definitely looks weaker. Before she was very sprightly, almost trying to maneuver the chair by herself. Now she's
Mhm.
kind of propped up in bed, seems to have like some sort of a writing desk in front of her. And you see she actually kind of has to take a break every now and then between the work that she's doing.
I knock on the open door, come in, a slight little curtsy. I greet the lady of the house.
Violet, it's very good to see you. How are you doing tonight?
She goes, it's a interesting night to say the least. So she like walks up, she sees the flowers that Seamus had brought in from before, and goes, "Do you mind if I add one more? I saw him while he was picking these."
Oh, of course, my dear.
She
Please.
walks forward and hands her the iris, and she goes, "Do you want to know the meaning of that flower?"
I would love it.
Uh, the iris stands for the happiness of the believer.
That is quite beautiful. I only hope that the beauty is able to continue.
Um, So Violet has had to do just like small little like medicine on like the people of her village before, back when when she had a home, and now just kind of like on herself as she's been doing a lot of wandering. So in a very just kind of um like trying to connect with the Baroness way, like kind of like reaches her hands out for the Baroness's hands, kind of just to take them, hold her, and comfort her at this moment, and to feel if she's alive.
Um, this
It
is a
looks it looks
very
like she's sorry, so like it looks like she's comforting her, but she's also just like the wailing is happening right now. Is she alive?
you hold her hand in a way that you can actually feel her pulse.
Mhm,
And I'm not going to make you even make a check for this
mhm,
because it's very simple. For a moment, you can't even tell if her heart is beating. Like it is that slow.
mhm.
It is faint. And at least from your knowledge, from your village, if anyone had a heartbeat this slow, there's no other way they would be up and talking right now.
How is Ian, my dog, reacting to her in this moment?
Uh, Strange. Normally, Ian is very welcoming, but you see him almost cower near her and stare towards the southwest corner of the room.
Mhm. In feeling this and in looking at my dog, is there anything that I can roll at the moment to give myself more of a use? I guess like using the sight, kind of like a
Mhm.
supernatural observation of the room.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll observation empathy.
Observation, empathy, sick. Um, so that was a fat old goose egg. Uh, can I?
Would you like to push?
I
Is
would
that a good
love to
thing or a
push.
bad thing?
That's
Oh,
a
bad
bad
thing.
thing. Yeah, goose egg is a 0.
Okay. I
All
like
right.
eggs. Dang. How could the eggs betray us?
How could the eggs betray
Eggy.
us? All right, one success.
One success is all you need. You watch at what your dog is barking at. And it's kind of strange for a minute. Think for a moment, it's like your dog is barking at something way further away. But at a
Mhm.
split second, you see movement in that corner of the room by something very, very, very small. It kind of flit behind a cabinet.
Um, I briefly look at her and say, "I'm so sorry, your lady. It seems as if uh I must have dropped something and just like it rolled away. I completely missed it. I'm gonna go pick it up over here. But I will be right here if you need anything from me." As I go and like walk off towards that corner.
She just kind of like gives a nod and goes
Mhm.
back to what she was doing. You head towards that corner, and you see what looks like a trail of honey. Yeah, it looks like little oblong shapes of honey leading to the back of this cabinet.
I like looks at it and it's like there are no. I'm gonna assume there have been like no. Yeah, like we haven't. Yeah, no, like this would be such an odd space because I know that Seamus is so very on to cleaning everything, so he wouldn't allow this. This is so strange. Um, is there any kind of vibe check that I can roll that I would typically do before I like step on a mine?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll vigilance to see the unseen.
All right, let's go. Uh oh, big money, big money, big money, big money. Yes, one success. Let's go.
Heck yeah. So you begin kind of scouring your mind. What the heck is going to leave a trail of honey? And
Mhm.
then you see it. There is a small little creature that has been like kind of like American Ninja Warrior style, uh, holding itself up between two books, uh,
Mhm.
just holding himself in the air. She will kind of look at you and then try and hide behind a book. But she's definitely got little sticky feet and fingers from the honey that she's been dipping into, that you see also on a shelf.
Ah, all right. I look at it. I want to ask one time: Are you friend or foe?
Oh gosh, I didn't want to talk to anybody like this. Oh, where's Willie? And you see that we're gonna pause right there, uh, and we're gonna move over to Venna. Venna, you are searching out the Banshee's room, and as you head towards the door, it is charred. Ash is kind of covering and coating it, and it's propped open, which is strange because you were told that this room was kept locked up tight, especially since the accident that occurred there.
So she will raise her hurricane lamp and make sure she can see everything, and she will just like gently nudge open the door and making sure that nothing jumps out of her or is hiding from her, and starts checking out the room.
As you check it out, inside you hear a voice, a familiar voice, the voice of William. And you hear him say, Trinket, Trinket, this isn't funny. All right, I know that someone tried to grab you, and that wasn't very nice, but playing hide and seek on a night like this is something I cannot stand for. Uh, he looks to be looking under corners, into opening drawers, looking through it, and he just keeps saying, Trinket, it isn't funny. I will get you biscuits and honey, whatever you wish. Just come out now, please. We have work to do.
All right. Can I roll observation or investigation to see if I can see what trinket is, or you know what he sees?
Yeah, so you scan the room, and you don't even have to roll for
Mm,
this. Using your sight, there is nothing here, except for the remnants of a ghost activity. Whatever he's looking for is not in this location,
right.
but
Is
he thinks it is.
is the door warm? Like if there's ashes, is like she's sitting right now next to the door, and when she opened it, is it warm? Was it on fire before, or is it just?
So this is a fire that long since has gone out. If you'd
Mm,
like, go ahead and roll me a academic logic roll to get some info on this of what you would have researched.
all right. Yep. Nope.
Would you like to push?
Yes. Let's push that because that was just bad.
My failure is bleeding into everybody else, and I'm so sorry.
She will now be angry and grouchy again. Basically,
0 out
her
of 16. What can I say?
mental state every day.
5.4%.
And that was then 3
5.4%.
successes out of 4.
3 successes. Okay. You would have read about an accidental fire that happened about 6 months ago. Uh, the room itself was always questioned by the local peoples because they didn't understand why there was a perfectly furnished room and no one was allowed to stay there. You would know from your records with the Apollonian Society that there in the room was where the banshee had a special place other than the resting site uh, where most banshees have a specific location in the land, a natural place that they came from the other side. This was a place that she could reside without having to go back to that location. Um, a fire broke out 6 months ago, and some of the locals believe that is the reason that the banshee is angry. Others believe that this was a way to try and basically make the Baroness begin to be afraid of her own home. Some think it is the doing of an outside force, more of a human force.
While he's still distracted, can I take a quick look around the benches? I'm not sure room nest to see if there's any other clues before I engage with William.
Yes. So you scan once more, and I'm going to use that academics check because you notice uh, that you remember there was a specific chest that has been passed down from family to family within the O'Brien family, and you notice that the lock has been picked,
Mm,
and it's like not locked anymore. It's completely open.
okay. So she'll take a deep breath and say,
Oh my God! Oh goodness gracious!
young man, what are you doing in here and what are you looking for?
Well, uh, best put all the cards on the table. Damn it, Trinket! My name is William Stuckley. I am the William Stuckley the third, to be exact. My great, 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 200 years yonder grandfather created the Apollonian Society, and I am his great, 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 great grandson. I don't, I'm here because I don't know if the Apollonian Society is on the same side as the Baroness.
So you are here because you think we won the Baroness out of the way for what?
Well, if she dies without a heir apparent, then the entire castle and everything in it goes to the next English nobleman. There's no one left that we know of. That's why I'm searching this place. Hopefully, there's information. There's nothing that we know of another heir to the family. And if it goes to the Englishmen, they will move out here and have yet another stakehold in Ireland.
Uh, And why would the society care about that? I know that all of us are here for the Vaesen, not for we don't. And what the heck is trinket?
Oh, that's my brownie. Sorry, but she was a little frightened by one of your friends reaching and trying to grab her, and made a break for it. I tried the kitchens and found the honey was missing, and I tried to find the little footsteps. It seems she tricked me.
And what exactly is trinket?
Oh, I'm sorry. Trinket is a brownie, a type of fey creature. We became fast friends when I was a child.
Young man, I do know what a brownie is, but you do need to be very specific when sharing information, else it is useless. Did you break into this chest?
Oh, no, it was that way when I found it. Uh, in fact, it was quite strange. It was pilfered through. I just put the things back in there.
Okay. She'll walk over and open it up. What kind of things?
You open up the chest, and inside is a genealogy book.
Ooh. Mm.
And we are gonna quick go over to Bertha and Deeran. Deeran, you start racing towards after talking to some of the maids and to Dr. Kira. You realize that Bertha has headed towards the southwest corner of the estate. Uh, the wailing is getting louder. And Bertha, you keep falling to where it is the loudest, and it seems to be stemming from a well.
Ruh-roh.
Um, I would like to look down the well.
Uh, as you
Okay.
peer down the well,
No.
there is almost this shriek, this bone chilling shriek that erupts out of it. I need you to make me a fear roll. So, the way we do this is there's at the moment, Deeran is not close enough to you to count as an extra person. So
Yep.
you are alone,
Yes.
which means that how do you face your fear? How does Bertha face a fear? Do they do it with logic or by emotions?
Emotion.
So I need you to roll just your empathy dice
Okay.
and tell me what you get.
I can't get another 0.
It'll be
I'm
fine.
so
No,
scared for
it's
you.
fine. I'll be fine.
I don't want you. I do not want Bertha to die.
Bertha's going all in. Bertha's upset. That's 2 successes.
Let's
Oh my
go. The
gosh.
That's
5.4% was
50%.
for this.
You
No, it's
stand your ground. Uh, there is just chilling fear, and you begin to have flashbacks to the medical ward and to the screams and to hiding in the cabinet. But you are able to shock yourself out of it. And before you, and Deeran, as you get closer and you're able to see it, hovering above the well is a woman in white, dark black hair. Looks that her eyes have been weeping. Her eyes are a bright emerald green, but are bloodshot from the tears. And you see that she has a harrowing expression. Uh, One that not just looks as someone is in mourning, but someone that is afraid and is frantic. And uh, Bertha, you see her rise up out of the well and zoom towards the Baroness's room.
Can I, before, like, as the banshee rises, can I just yell, "Why did you call us here?"
Ooh, absolutely, you can. I I need you to make me a observation empathy roll, as the
Uh,
observation empathy is how people with the sight can get visions.
okay. Observation, empathy. That is 1 success.
Let's go.
Ugh.
I love it.
Your luck's turning around.
Slowly.
You
Uh,
scared
Bumping
the
up from
abyss and
5.
didn't blink.
you are hit with a vision. Deeran would see that Bertha is just knocked flat on her butt, just like
Maybe I
tumbles to
spoke
the
too soon.
ground. And Bertha, you find yourself sitting at the side of a river. There is a woman with dark black graying hair, aged, with wrinkles on her face of a life well lived, and she is washing clothes.
Eyes emoji. If you know, you know.
Did we discuss what we saw with each other? Like what we talked about and things?
You would have had time to do that.
Okay.
So like
Um
when so when we all went off wait, we all went off to do our own separate things when we came back. Is that what you're talking about?
he, I, we learned about this river woman. Was it in the parlor or was it during
That
downtime?
that was during downtime because I learned about it when I was
Mm.
talking to Seamus.
Okay.
And then
Then I'm just gonna walk up to the old woman and kneel in front of her, grab both of her hands, and say, I'm only here to protect you. I was called here by you. Probably you need to show me what to do next.
You see, she continues washing clothes, and the clothes you see are of the Baroness.
What color is coming off of it as the washing happens?
The color of blood.
Um, I kiss the woman on the hands and run away from her.
She grabs your arm, and you see for a moment, you see a child. A child being, both their hands being held by their parents, walking away. But it focuses on that child. And you hear in the back of your head a voice, find them. And you are brought back into the space that you're in.
Um, is Deeren with me?
Deeren, you've been able to catch up and see Bertha with like almost her eyes look milky white until they kind of flash back. And Bertha, you're back into your body.
We need to head inside now. We need to
Okay.
get to the Baroness now.
Um, Deer nods, like rapidly, like she was a bit like taken aback by all this, but you seem fine now. Well, actually, she's gonna ask, are you all right?
Yes, I'm. We'll talk about it later. Now is not the time.
Mhm. Um, she nods. Could I roll like to see if I can recognize this whatever this entity is?
Absolutely. So this would be learning logic.
All right. That is 5 dice for me. Where did my dice go? I got one success.
let's go.
Nice. Uh, you can tell that this is a banshee, and most banshees are not as driven as this. Uh, Banshees are there to ferry and to bring comfort, but you see on her face the look of someone that is worried and terrified, running towards, uh, up towards the Baroness's room.
Well, that's weird. I guess she's probably wondering because, like, is this the same banshee we've been hearing about, or is this a different one? If it isn't, then what's she doing here?
It is the same one. You would know this is Eveline, the O'Brien's banshee. It's exactly, she looks exactly how the books describe. Uh, but she looks as though she is terrified. And her actual visage seems to be breaking in and out as she zooms towards the Baroness's room. Meanwhile, Venna, you have the genealogy book. Um, Thumbing through the pages, you see William kind of comes up to you as well. Uh, you kind of look through, and it looks as though the pages have recently been gone through. These are old papers, and just flipping through the pages to the last page as you feel as though, again, these whales are picking up steam, and you feel as though, like, pretty soon you are going to have to go find some sort of cover because you can tell something is being beckoned towards the house as you speak. Um, the thumbing through the pages of the genealogy book. Um, you see history, hundreds of years of history of this family, um, until you get to the last page where you see the normal names, the names of the Baroness Maeve O'Brien and her brother Liam O'Brien. Uh, and then there is a name that has been completely inked out.
Like underneath the brother.
It would have been so in the same family line, there
Mhm.
would have been the brother, then Maeve, and then another name that has been inked out.
The hidden sibling. Wonder why that one was ousted. Hmm. Hmm. And she'll put the book in her little, notebook thing, and she will kind of grab William and say, "Let's go, young Mister William. Let's go see the Baroness."
You go towards the Baroness's room. Bertha and Deeren, you head towards the Baroness's room as well. But along the way, you begin to see shadowy figures begin to come into being, just surrounding the outside of the castle. And you can tell that they are trying to break their way in.
Let's go the other way. No, like screw this amount. No.
Darren, don't watch me, okay? Just don't. Just look the other way.
um.
Are
Well,
these windows?
this. Oh
Oh,
wait, sorry. You're talking. My bad.
you're good. Are any of these windows open? Can I open any of these windows?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to open one of them a crack.
Opening it a crack, you see what looks like smoke begin to billow into the room and coalesce. And it's slow because you only have it open a crack.
Mm.
But you see some sort of wraith-like creature begin to find entry into the castle.
Uh, Deeren, as Deeren is presumably watching this, she kind of just again slow turn to look at Bertha. Like what?
You will find Bertha bowing at the wraith.
And both of you here borrowed time. We're gonna move back to Violet.
uh, so at this point, Violet, I'm gonna to reset from where we were before. Violet has a knife that she keeps in her boot. So she had it pulled out when she was pointing out whatever was in the cabinet and goes, "Okay, this one question. You can ask this question one time: Are you a friend or a foe?" Uh,
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, I'm a friend. I'm a friend. Please, please, please don't stab me with that pointy stick. Okay. I'll be your best friend. Look, my friend Willie. Willie's the best man I've ever met. He's really, really cool. He's a bit of a fucking idiot, but you know, we do what we have to do, okay? Like he just needs someone to help him. But please, please don't hurt. Look, I was mad because one of those ladies that you were with tried to grab me, and that was very rude. Hands at home. But look, we got bigger problems, okay? There's a bunch of things outside, some sort of phantoms or wraiths or whatever the hell they are, and we need to protect the lady, okay? Because it seems like something doesn't want her to go yet.
all right. We need to hide you, but you are too sticky to go in my bag.
She looks at her hands. Valid.
So this is what we're gonna do instead. Ian, and like my dog just kind of looks at attention. I'm gonna grab her by like the back of her dress, the scruff of her neck or whatever, and I'm just gonna hold her in front of Ian so he can lick her clean.
You see her just like struggle and be like, "Ugh, that dog licks so good. This is the number one enemy of the brownies." You see that eventually she is like
Mm,
soaked wet, and looks like a little wet cat of a brownie,
uh,
a little fairy-like creature, uh, wearing a little acorn hat. And she says, "Okay, okay, am I good now? Am I not as sticky for you? Oh, you scared of sticky things." Uh, she just kind of like crosses her little arms in
mhm.
front of her.
Yeah, I gotta like pat her dry on like the hem of my dress, and I throw her in my bag, and I'm just like, okay, now behave. Also, quick, just checking in. Willie's the little prissy boy from before, right?
Well, I mean, he's been very sheltered. But yeah, I guess you could describe him as prissy.
All right, cool. Just hang tight. And so puts him in the bag, puts her in the bag, and goes to walk back over to the Baroness.
As you walk over to the Baroness, you see that she has collapsed.
Oh,
The quill in her hand has fully fell out of it,
mhm.
uh, and it does not look like she's breathing.
Cool, excellent. You know where I love being like thinking in her head, obviously, because she just put the brownie in the bag. Uh, yeah, you know where I hate being caught the most? Next to a dead body. Um, let's so like he's gonna immediately get down and be like, Baroness, like shakes her a little bit, sees if there's any way that she can stir. Um, I don't know if
You
CPR
shake
was invented by then.
you shake the Baroness, and like on the third shake, you see a ghostly hand touch the Baroness's shoulder, and then another ghostly hand touch the Baroness's shoulder, and you see it almost looks as though, the fingers of the ghost dig deep into the Baroness, and in a moment's notice, you just hear the biggest inhale as the Baroness wakes back up.
Um, Violet's going to get up, like she was on her knees shaking her before. She's gonna get up. She's gonna walk to the other side of the room. She's gonna breathe like 3 times, and then she's going to come back.
About this time is when Bertha, Deeren, and Venna, and William end up knocking on the Baroness's door.
Oh, Vena's not knocking.
Lesson,
It's
please.
like,
No.
boom, boom,
Mhm.
Baroness! What
One
is your
side is that.
second sibling's name?
I kicked the other side.
Uh,
Just both doors. Thwoom. But yes,
yeah.
you barrel in. Continue.
Yeah.
You know, that was roughly what I was going to ask. It's like I know now, I know that there's a second sibling, but I guess that was also kind of roughly what I was going to ask. um,
Vena was afraid, that she's going to
mm,
die before she can say it. So, she's dragging William with her and she's like, What's your other sibling's name? You have more than one. I found it in the book. What is their name?
You see her breathing hard and uh, slowly sit herself up, and it's not herself sitting up. More so, you see a what looks like a ghostly hand kind of start propping her up, and you see almost sitting behind her the way that a mother would sit behind a child, is the banshee just kind of slowly stroking uh, the Baroness's hair. Uh, and you hear the Baroness say, my my sister? Are you talking about my sister?
Yes. What is her name?
Uh,
And
uh, uh, Kathleen.
Kathleen. Why was she erased from the records?
She my father wasn't the kindest man, and she was very headstrong, and she wanted to marry another, and he told her that the choice was the family or him, and she chose him, and so
Who was he?
yeah, that that Callahan boy.
This Violet's going to immediately like just like jolt up and just go shit, and then just run out the door.
If it's a Callahan,
Violet is a
that's my
character.
business.
Huh? No, she walks, she like turns back around. And she's just like, we forgot Seamus.
Yeah, Venna completely would have forgotten Seamus. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Um. And
And
so
she'll
that's
probably be like, Bertha, help the Baroness. Dee, go with Violet. Get Seamus, whoever that is. I forgot.
Wait, where am I going? You said two
Help the
things.
Baroness.
I'm helping the Baroness, or I'm going after Violet.
Now, well, D, because I forgot how to say the name right, because I'm so German. Dieren?
Darren.
You're in.
Diran?
All right, Dieren, go help Violet. Go find whoever Seamus is, and Bertha, please help the Baroness. We got to see if we can keep her alive for a little longer.
Do I, because I was reverent to the Wraith, is it like attached to me at all?
Oh no, it is like very much Michael Myers from Halloween slowly stalking towards the
Why did you
bedroom.
let it in?
Are we seeing it, or is just
Yeah,
Bertha?
all of you guys can see it as Violet enters the hallway.
Mhm.
Venna kind of like yelling out to get people to go to different places. You also see these smoke-like wraith creatures begin slowly entering towards birth or towards the room that the Baroness is in.
Then I will pull her pistol and yell at William, "Prepare yourself!"
You see him like looking around, and he like looks very confident, reaches into a pocket, and he accidentally pulls out a quill and says, "Shit, wrong pocket." And you see him goes and finds the weapon of choice. Meanwhile, Violet and Deeren, Violet, you're trying to find Seamus.
Yeah. If Darren's with me while I'm running, I'm just like, it was right there. It was like running. It's like it was right there. We didn't get. I didn't get all the pieces until it was time. I don't know if Darren was. This is like, it's like there's a second sibling, right? There's a second sibling. Seamus said specifically his family was from here. But they left and they left and then he never got a chance. They never got a chance to come back. If he's seeing the banshee too, then it has to be going after him. He
Ooh,
could be the long lost heir.
You are running towards uh, what you hear is some sort of scuffle.
Mhm.
You hear the sound of some glass crashing to the floor, and it seems to be coming from one of the turrets. Uh,
Mm.
you begin to hear shouting and what sounds like a brawl. You quickly turn the corner into the turret and see the Henry, the businessman, is trying to end the life of Seamus.
Oh,
I'm just like, as though, like reaching into my bag right now, and I'm like, "Hey, Brownie, can you, what can you do?"
You see her
Right.
just kind of give a nod, and you see that she just kind of pulls out of thin air these two little needle rapiers and just says, "Launch me."
Okay, and with that, Violet like cocks all the way back like she's a baseball player, and then just like lets it go.
You just see like going into full like somersault mode, the little brownie then pulls out both sides and very much like in the Lord of the Rings where they start climbing the giant troll creature. She just starts doing it to the guy that's on the trying to take down Seamus with a knife. Enough to distract him to get him off and to get Seamus away.
So,
Um,
uh,
uh,
oh,
sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna rush to get between them and then say to the businessman, "And what do you think you're doing?"
Yeah, not very nice of you, Hank.
Was that his name? I honestly don't
uh,
remember.
you
Guys,
see him like straighten his jacket and he will say, "I'll have you know, my name is," and then you just hear a sickening sound.
Typical businessman. It's a
The
little late, but
sound you hear as though and you see it, a ghostly hand jut out of the businessman's chest,
oh,
holding something within it,
oh my
something
gosh,
still
souls are
beating.
real.
oh,
Crushing it in the hand, you see the banshee looking angry and protective. Uh, Hank is no more.
Typical
You go,
businessman.
woman.
Typical
man.
businessman.
I wanna.
Uh, Sorry, go
How,
ahead.
how is Seamus looking right now?
Terrified,
Uh,
absolutely terrified. He just says, Uh, "I'm so sorry. I was trying to get to you." And
mm,
then Hank said that, or Henry, or whatever the hell his name is, he said that you were, he knew where you were, and so I followed him here. And then he asked questions about me mum and me pa, and then you were here, and that just happened.
they're like, hey, it's all right, it's all right. I told you, we got you, all right.
You're safe now.
I don't
In like the
really
most
feel like it.
interesting way.
And with that, like, Ian is gonna like just kind of like walk over to him and then like lay his head down on his lap.
Oh. Yeah, there's comfort mode.
Mm.
You see that the banshee starts to leave the room with the bloody hands and just beckons you forward back towards the Baroness's room. Uh, Vanna and Bertha, uh, describe to me how you start taking out wraiths.
Right. So you will see, she will, pulled her pistol, put that monocle in, and then she gets into the military stance of the shooting that they used to do back then, with that sideways standing, and she'll just try for headshots.
Yeah, you're able to just disperse them with the salt rounds that you have packed. And William starts to draw out a protective circle. Um, you then, after a little while, see Violet and Deeren and Seamus run into the room. uh, being led by the Banshee Aileen.
I will say, as you walk in to the Baroness's room, um, Bertha shatters a like wine like bottle that has been previously filled with 2 doses of poison, and then is just slashing at the wraiths as you walk in.
I feel like we took the perfect opportunity to leave this room. I say as I talk to Dude.
It is chaos, but Seamus sees that the Baroness is not doing well and kind of runs over to her, holds her hand, and you see that the Banshee lets out a deafening scream that at least is causing a protection area. So you will not have to deal with the wraiths, but you are all sitting in the room, and you see what the Baroness had been writing up was an inheritance legal document in her own hand while she still could. Uh, but the name of who it was left to is the only thing that has not been filled out.
All right, young Seamus, you're the nephew.
I
Ma-
I I am.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. Uh, maybe we should write your name right here while we still can. Yes,
All right.
yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
are you sure?
Remember how you
Yes,
told
we
me
are
that you
sure.
Mhm.
The banshee is sure too. She
Mhm.
made sure that you are still alive, and she is still alive for this.
Yeah. I'm making sure she's still alive, and I'm just
Yeah.
like holding like the wrist. We still got a
Mhm.
pulse.
Mhm.
We're good.
I look at him and I'm like, remember how you told me that your parents was from here, but they never got a chance to make it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your home.
Yeah, your mom was her sister. And now,
Uh
and now could you please spell your name for the Baroness so she could write it down?
yeah, she is begun writing his name and says, "You will do great things, Seamus." And just kind of like cups his cheek. And then she looks over to Eveline, and Eveline looks so relieved, as with banshees, if there's no more members of the family, so too do they die.
Oh
Going
no.
in hand, you see that the Baroness Maeve O'Brien, the Baroness of Itchquin, takes the hand of the banshee, going willingly, shutting her eyes and going into a blissful slumber. There is one last loud cry from the banshee, as it almost feels as though like a pulse of energy pulls out. Whatever magic was keeping the Baroness alive is no more, as it just almost feels like uh, like a blast of air just makes everyone feel as though they're almost knocked off kilter. And the wailing stops, and the night is silent. There's one more thing you find. When you go back and look at Henry, you found a check in his pocket written by the Stuckley family, not of William Stuckley, the junior, but of his father. You also find a book, Ireland's Guide to Vaesen, Volume 4.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What this book
Ooh.
holds, you know it is similar to the instruction manual of the Apollonian Society. But there's many things, at least from your pamphlet, that have been omitted that is actually in this book. What the Apollonian Society might have had to do with this murder, well, attempted murder, we'll have to find out another time. As the moon rises in the sky, a mystery is solved, and the banshee's wailing ceases. Thank you guys so much for playing tonight. Amazing game. We were able to wrap it up
Woo!
a little bit over, but we
Hmm.
got through it. Thank you guys so much. This has been Vaesen, part of the All Hallows All Dice on Nerds with Dice. Real quick, let's go over all the cool things you guys are doing. We're going to do reverse order. So we're going to start with Crimson.
Hi, my name's Crimson Soul. I'm an artist. I am a AP performer now. Cool, rad. Uh, and
Hell yeah.
I love tabletop. You can catch me most nights at twitch.tv/Crimson Soul _ and on Blue Sky as Crimson Soul.
Amazing.
This has been so much fun. Thank you.
That's me next. Oh my gosh. Hi everybody. My name is Merm. I use she they pronouns. I use they she pronouns. Whoa. I have been playing Bertha O'Shaughnessy tonight. Our doctor and just overall badass. Love that. You can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram at Merm with 3 R's. That's MIRRRM, where I post all the places that I'm gonna be in like a relatively good amount of time. I should do better, but whatever. You can find me tomorrow night here at Nerds with Dice, playing our horny 80-year-old Helga. That's how I describe her now. It's so great. It's so great. I love her so much. Where we're gonna finish up a cute little anthology series in the Harvest. And then on Saturday, you can find me on Tabletop Misfits, where I play the Yellow Ranger, our Yellow Unicorn Ranger, named Trinzax, who is a murder Power Ranger. Which,
Ooh.
whoops, made that on accident. But yeah, that's me.
And I think that it's my turn. Hi, I'm Vivi or Vivacia. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Vivacia, but mostly on Discord, posting memes, and on Blue Sky, screaming into the void. I also run games and play games here on Nerds with Dice. And tomorrow, I'll be running that real time game that Mermy is talking about, which is supposed to be heroic, but really it's all about the queer romance. It's just we upping it every day. Doesn't
True.
matter that I don't have the final encounter mapped out. I have the polycule that we're encountering mapped out. That is more important. And yeah, that is pretty much it for now. I think it's Rose's turn.
Oh, well, yeah, I've been me, being her. uh, you can, as I said before, you can find me on Blue Sky and YouTube at roseblossom2468. What do I have planned in the future? Well, provided I'm not forgetting anything. On Saturday, I am back here with Nerds with Dice for a Sail the Oceans queer one shot.
Ooh.
Um, on Sunday, I have two things. Earlier on in the day, I have another one shot, this time for Moonlight on Roosevelt Beach, with Dax. And then later that day, I is going to be a session for a long-term campaign of City of Mist over on Roller's Joint, where I play Morgan Fay. And
Amazing.
yeah, that's it. That's all.
No,
And
that's great. That's fantastic.
That's a lot.
Hi everybody. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I've been your GM for this evening. I go by, you can find me everywhere on the Nerd on Wheels, everywhere on social media. I don't have too much coming up. We are on break for our The Walking Dead Fields of the Dead campaign. But you can find us again trying to defeat the walkers and slowly building a totally awesome. We're totally not building a polycule. We absolutely are. It's
You
fine.
absolutely are.
Absolutely are. Uh,
Absolutely are.
Making people cry every time. That's
We are
what they
doing a
are.
platonic polycule. It'll be great. But you can find those Saturdays, and you can watch our previous episodes as well. And I have been your host for this evening for this game of All Hallows, one of the games of All Hallows, All Dice. Coming up for us on the 30th, as said, we have Wilhelm, Putrid Soil, and Whispers of Hunger at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for Roll for Wishes. Wilhelm is an amazing Norse RPG. You should definitely check it out. Then on Halloween night, we are having a Discord game night in the Nerds with Dice Discord. Expect things like Jackbox and other fun things. Hang out on Halloween and have a good time, and it is all culminating to a special Discord movie night on November 1st, where we are going to be watching a double feature. First off, to keep things a little bit in the light spooky category, at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be watching Coraline, followed by a spooky time of Train to Busan. So if you want to see like a child horror movie into like a super horror movie, come hang out with us that night. You can always find more Nerds with Dice adventures over on YouTube, where you can watch our saved VODs. Stay updated on everything Nerds with Dice by subscribing to Nerds with Dice on Substack. And if you have a story you wish to tell or a game you wish to showcase, our creators app is always open and can be found on Blue Sky, or you can ask for the link in our Discord. And be sure to check out the links that have been posted about joining the Discord. We've got merch, and check out YouTube for prior videos. But I think that is all we have for this evening. So, everyone, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And make sure you don't whistle at night. You don't want to beckon a spirit.
No, you don't want to do that.
No.
Don't,
See you later.
don't do that.
Just don't go outside.
Just yeah. Stop.
Have a good night,
Asterix wave,
everybody.
Asterix.
Bye.